Hi, I've realized this thing many times. I've mentioned in other videos also, and that is whatever people do, it's not about you. Whether they say something to you, they do something to you, or with you, or it affects you, remember it's not personal. People have issues already going on in their life. It's not easy to remember this fact. We always think that people attack us personally. No, I mean, earlier I used to think like that when I didn't realize this, that people have issues already in their life and they are trying to deal with it, and it is their way of dealing with it, and that's how they say certain words or do certain actions. They choose things that they choose. It might not make sense to me, it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense, perfect sense to them. And the sooner you take this lesson, the easier, the more peaceful your life will be. Now and then, I also get trapped into this thinking that people do certain things intentionally. They may do intentionally, but the reason for doing those things intentionally is always personal to them, not with you. If they know better, they would do better. There are so many things it doesn't make sense, like whatever is too important for you and it's not at all important for them. Like, you wonder, why doesn't that person walk on that footpath? They know it's a footpath, why they are not walking? They might have their own reason. And why didn't close that shop at certain time? It's a fixed time. I mean, who are we to judge? They have their own reason. Might be something else is troubling them, might be they're waiting for someone. There's so many examples, millions of examples, everyday life, that why that person is walking slow, why that the car is driving too fast, and why certain people are talking too loud. I mean, it is what it is. They are what they are, people. I used to get angry, I used to get irritated a lot to something that makes no logic, that makes no sense to me. But then slowly, I also realized that when you deal with people, you cannot use logic, because you're dealing with creatures of emotions and passion. They have their own likes and dislikes, preferences, and it might not make sense to you at all. It might not make sense, even it might not make sense logically also, but it's fine. They are doing because they like to do certain things. They like to do a thing their own way, not necessarily your way, my way. There's no right way. As it is, it is either your way or my way, or it's their way. There is no right way. There's no right way to live. No one can make a plan to live the right way. It's all about contentment. If we are satisfied with what you're doing, that's right for you. If they are satisfied with what they are doing, that's right for them. I am the person who use logic too much, maybe a little too much, and it creates friction in day-to-day relations with people. Even myself, I break those logic from time to time. Then I realize later that what I did was illogical, but then in the spur of the moment, in the impulse, we do things, and we are human, and I forgive myself and I forgive others also now. Earlier I used to think that I was right and they were wrong, and there is no right, there is no wrong. Eventually, ultimately, there are no absolute right or wrong. It's all perspective. What's right in one place is wrong in another place. The laws that are applicable here are not applicable in another country or even in another state. So the dress that are cherished here, I mean appreciated here, may not be appreciated somewhere else. All have different priorities, different tastes. So what people do and what people say, it's not about you, it's about them. It is about them. So if you take this lesson, if you understand it, and if you like it, hit that like button, please subscribe and share. Thank you.